Microsoft Security Operations Analyst South Carolina 200 exam updated dumps questions are the latest version in the whole market, which can guarantee you success in the first attempt. 1. Which rule setting should you configure to meet the Microsoft Sentinel requirements? A. From set rule logic, turn off suppression. B. From analytic rule details, configure the tactics. C. From set rule logic, map the entities. D. From analytic rule details, configure the severity. 2. You need to modify the anomaly detection policy settings to meet the Microsoft Defender for Cloud Apps requirements and resolve the reported problem. Which policy should you modify? A. Activity from suspicious IP addresses. B. Risky sign-in. C. Activity from anonymous IP addresses. D. Impossible travel. 3. You need to implement the Defender for Cloud requirements. What should you configure for Server 2? A. The Microsoft Anti-Malware extension. B. An Azure Resource Lock. C. An Azure Resource Tag. D. The Azure Auto Manage Machine Configuration extension for Windows. 4. You need to ensure that the configuration of Hunting Query 1 meets the Microsoft Sentinel requirements. What should you do? A. Add Hunting Query 1 to a livestream. B. Create a watchlist. C. Create an Azure automation rule. D. Add Hunting Query 1 to favorites. 5. You need to ensure that the processing of incidents generated by Rule Query 1 meets the Microsoft Sentinel requirements. What should you create first? A. A playbook with an incident trigger. B. A playbook with an entity trigger. C. An Azure automation rule. D. A playbook with an alert trigger. 6. You need to implement the Defender for Cloud requirements. Which subscription level role should you assign to Group 1? A. Security Admin. B. Owner. C. Security Assessment Contributor. D. Contributor. 7. You need to implement the scheduled rule for incident generation based on Rule Query 1. What should you configure first? A. Entity mapping. B. Custom details. C. Event grouping. E. Alert details. 8. You need to ensure that the Group 1 members can meet the Microsoft Sentinel requirements. Which role should you assign to Group 1? A. Microsoft Sentinel Automation Contributor. B. Logic App Contributor. C. Automation Operator. D. Microsoft Sentinel Playbook Operator. 9. You need to receive a security alert when a user attempts to sign in from a location that was never used by the other users in your organization to sign in. Which anomaly detection policy should you use? A. Impossible travel. B. Activity from anonymous IP addresses. C. Activity from infrequent country. D. Malware detection. 10. You have a Microsoft 365 subscription that uses Microsoft Defender for Office 365. You have Microsoft SharePoint online sites that contain sensitive documents. The documents contain customer account numbers that each consists of 32 alphanumeric characters. You need to create a data loss prevention (DLP) policy to protect the sensitive documents. What should you use to detect which documents are sensitive? A. SharePoint search. B. A hunting query in Microsoft 365 Defender. C. Azure Information Protection. D. regex pattern matching.